Right. So there's this like guy on my For You page, and he was talking about, I used to be a handyman, and I see Somalis, they all have nice cars. And then, the hate comments were down there, deport them, do this, do that. And let me tell you something. The reason why we have nice cars, nice clothes, we look good, we're shining, we're doing that is because we work and we don't spend our money on nonsense. We don't spend our money on like the latest fashions, the latest wigs, the latest whatever. We save our money and we work as a family unit. We're not individualistic. We work as communities. We save our money and we help each other make big purchases that way. Somali community is very tight knit. American culture is very individualistic. Everybody just, you're alone. You're expected to do everything yourself. In a Somali community, we work together. That's how we became successful fast. And we took, the opportunities that were given to us in this country. Is that wrong? Many immigrants before us did it. Why can't we do it? And now we're being punished for being successful too fast. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now they're trying to come at our community, deport them, do this to them. Even Somalis, wherever we go, we're still going to be successful. Even if you deport them, they can still make money. Wallahi. And you guys will still be in the U.S. broke, living paycheck to paycheck.
Why is that hard over a place like that?
What an attitude. Are people in America jealous of Somalis? Are you asking and other immigrants or just Somalis, Anton? Or Somali migrants? Sorry.
Somalis
So
or migrants or whatever, right? Are they jealous or
A
is
comma
it?
means pause, and so that means he would be asking about both.
So, Mr. Smarty Pants, why don't you go first and answer the question? What do you think? Are people in America jealous of
don't know.
Somalis?
I don't know what people of an American are jealous of. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know Somalis. I don't know any migrants. So me specifically, no. I think people that are beneath them are. Maybe so. I can see that. That's usually where haters are. Like, but no, I'm fine.
Okay.
But I don't. I don't. I was trying to listen to her and trying. I was like, I don't really know Somalis like that.
Fair enough. Molly, I see you making faces. What do you think?
I feel the same way as Q. I don't know any. I'm not in that environment. So they're not on my radar. I don't care. I know more Arabs and they're just fine.
Not Arabs. That's already you know what
Chaldeans.
to call
But like I don't know any. I don't know any. Maybe where she is maybe they are facing that. I can see that. Um I don't know about jealousy. Migrants coming over to America is not brand new, so this is not anything brand new. I don't know.
Lex.
I do think that they're colonizing all over the place. Not just them, but all types of people are coming over here. I think that's a problem because how are you going to have a country with a bunch of different ideologies and ethnicities and backgrounds? But
So you think other, like maybe not you guys personally, but do you think that this is an issue for the general population? I haven't heard much about this particular thing, but
I guess it will be if they keep coming over here and taking opportunities that Americans aren't going to take. But if you're not going to take the opportunities and they are, as long as they're here illegally, I don't, it just kind of is what it is.
okay.
Hmm.
Lex, What's your thought?
Kind of like she's saying that Somalians are challenging Americans on who works the hardest. But in in my opinion, if you're not contributing anything to American society, then what are you bragging about? You're working hard to take money for, you know, your tribe, for your own reasons, for your benefit. Um, I don't think that many Americans are losing like that though. Like, who are y'all referring to? Who is she referring to? Um, unless she's saying that they are being better than the 1%, it's like, what are you bragging about? Because we're still beating y'all. I don't get why it's a y'all versus us thing. Are you speaking in the perspective that you don't want to be an American? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm not
Congratulations, you
really
are
sure.
working hard.
The video sounds like she's responding to something. Like she either
Mhm.
saw something, somebody said something to her, she read a comment, she's,
It
like it
seems
sounds
like,
like
mhm.
it's a little heat on it.
And it just seems like, and I see that. It just seems like every time when people that are coming to America, the immigrant stages, it's cool. They're fighting so hard to be here, yet you have the most to say when it comes to making y'all little TikTok videos and stuff like that. Then y'all want to diss the people in the same environment of what you were fighting so hard to be here, and now you want to talk trash. Come outside
I
and
think you
say
need to
that.
be like China and thump them away, and you talk shit on us while you over here. Go back.
But it's just like me going back to China, going to China, getting my dual citizenship, and then I'm talking about, Arab, who is Ricky? Who if I went out in the street to yell, who is Ricky Tang? Where's your hand? Like, come on, me going to Dubai talking trash. Like, please, why is it only in America y'all could come sneak this and still think y'all
I was
finna make money here? Are you okay?
Well, in Dubai, you get in
I
trouble
was
if you
just
do
gonna
that.
ask that. Why do y'all think that that's like the sentiment for some types of immigrants? Like there's this attitude, like they're mad at us or something.
Because
Maybe
oh,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe they feel like they can because look at some of our politicians. Look at New York. Some of our politicians are not American. Where can we do that at? Like maybe we should look at America and let's talk
Facts.
about it.
Facts. Well, that's what Trump was saying, and everybody hated him. Like everyone was
Yeah.
like they hate nationalists, which is not a bad thing, but a lot of you minority people don't like that. So
And
there
it's
you
not
have it.
coming from a place of hate.
All these other people is taking your jobs.
So
Hmm.
do you think that they think that we're not taking advantage of all of the opportunities that we have here? Like we're spoiled? Because sometimes it comes across like y'all so spoiled. Like if you see a spoiled little child, you kind of get an attitude. Well, maybe y'all don't get an attitude, but um, like we're not taking advantage of what we have here. I don't know.
In
We're
a
not
I
way,
don't
it
know.
family
might.
centered like they are, and I think they know that.
Mhm.
The culture here is not the modern, it's very, nuclear family, and they're not nuclear family. They're more so multi-generational. So I think it's a cultural difference, but if you have so many people coming over here with similar cultures as far as having multiple family households and businesses or multiple, generations, it's different. It's we're seeing ideologies clash right now. So people gonna have to figure out what you stand
I
for.
think just like
Participate in the politics like they do.
America was like built on immigrants, so we're the melting pot, right? So it is what
And
it
look
is
how
at
it's
this point.
turning out. It's a cluster F. And then we're low key about to be on the crusades where you have the Christians versus
What does that mean
Muslims.
that America is built by immigrants? I don't really understand what that means.
Everybody came over from elsewhere.
I don't. What?
It's not true.
Most people were immigrants or descendants from immigrants that live here. No, I just made that up.
But it wasn't really built by the immigrants. It's the people here that built it. You know, they like to say that, black people built the land, and but I don't think we like immigrated like that. I don't believe in that. But that's my ideology. I won't force that on anybody else. But I just
There's a
don't
lot
buy
of
that.
immigrants here.
Yeah, but I don't buy that they was just all like doing everything to contribute to the land. I think they was doing their own business. You know what I'm saying? Like they was doing their own business. Like whatever they figured they would do in their part of town, that's what they did. Sometimes they got hired to do certain projects. Yeah, that's fair, but they got paid for it.
I think it depends on what time frame that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like what era? Because America, different parts of America evolved at different times depending on what you're talking about. So it depends on what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about infrastructure or you're talking about, you know, when they determined that it was founded, as far as it was taken over, if you want to talk about the evolution of it when it came to the industrial age, if you want to talk about the cocaine era down in Miami, to make a blanket statement and say that America was built by immigrants, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You would have to be a little bit more targeted.
1800s, the history of forever.
What does that mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
Our country is built on immigrants from day one. Niggas came over from elsewhere and took it over and built the country. We're a melting pot.
No, it didn't. Listen, if you want to talk about the backbone,
Christopher Columbus fucked it up for everybody.
Huh?
You want to talk about the foundation of America, the biggest impact of America. I think he's just trolling, so I'm not gonna entertain it.
The one thing that I don't understand, though,
I think he's trolling.
The one thing that I don't understand is like when people say, they're taking advantage of the opportunities that we're not. I always try to figure out what opportunities aren't Americans taking advantage of that they are. I mean, the problem I have with that statement is that, hey, these motherfuckers come over here, they don't have to pay taxes for like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge advantage that they have that Americans just don't. So it's kind of hard to hear certain things like that.
Where you get that from that they don't have to pay taxes
Immigrants
for 7
do
years?
jobs that Americans don't want to do. Like Mexicans cut all the grass, they build all the construction. Like they
I'm about to look it up right now.
They do shit we don't want to do. They do all the stuff that we don't want to do.
No,
that's not true.
They do the things that they already are doing. They just capitalize off of it. Listen, this is what immigrants really do. They take what is already in place and they take advantage of it without paying homage or without adapting to the culture, where you can't do that in their country. You can't go over to their country and do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it and say, hey, listen, I'm a protest. This is my city. I'm going to name this African town over in Tokyo. You can't do that shit in other places. We allow for you to do that stuff. They take advantage of laws that wasn't meant for them, like birthright citizenship, where that was meant for people that didn't ask to be here. And they leverage it and they use it as a loophole, and then they feel like they belong and you don't. That's where the problem lies. It has nothing to do with the laws that we have on the books per se. It has everything to do with how it is that they hijack the culture and then they leverage it for their own benefit while sending money back home, and then had a nerve to talk shit about the people that built up the country. We established the laws for us, and then we allow for politicians to hijack it so that they can stay in power. And that's how they're able to take advantage of some of these loopholes, is because we got people that are ops that literally are here in America, and they will sell this whole fucking country out just so they can continue to benefit off of immigrants. So in order for them to stay in power, they'll throw America down the drain. And that's what we've been experiencing for hundreds of years now. We've been seeing a centralized, a concentration of power amongst a small group of people that want to maintain supremacy as far as power in our legislative branches, power in our local municipalities, power when it comes to Congress, power when it comes to certain districts. And so what they do is they sell out America for a vote so that they can continue to enrich themselves. And they don't want to call out the bullshit from a lot of these illegal migrants because they feel like that they're going to lose power as a result of it. And that is a real problem in here in America. And immigrants, people that come over here illegally, then get here and they take advantage of the shit that's not even meant for them. Like I said, birthright citizenship is one of them. That was meant for people that were descendants of slaves. That wasn't meant for people that have kids on American soil. That's not what it was for. So then when we want to close the loophole, the real problem is that we don't really study our history. And so because we don't pledge allegiance to the flag anymore in school, because we've now walked away from spirituality and we don't pray anymore, but because we've broken our families, broken our homes and all of this stuff, what we've done is we've lost a portion of ourselves. And when it comes to really being able to understand where we came from so that we can maintain our culture, because just because something bad happens to us doesn't mean that we don't embrace it, because it's supposed to be a part of our history. It's history, it's his story. So we are supposed to hold on to that, not from an animosity perspective, because we've turned ourselves against each other. And because our new generation, they don't even really teach history in school anymore. Now what they do is they grow up, they become 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 years old, and they feel like they need to advocate for liberal ways and for motherfuckers that ain't even supposed to be here because they don't know where we came from. They don't even know the wars that we had to fight amongst each other. And so that's why they don't vote. That's why they allow for illegal migrants to come over here. That's why they advocate for all of this sassy behavior. That's why they raging liberals, because they don't understand the history of what it really took to get here. That's the problem, is that we allow for motherfuckers to do what they want to do because a small few sold us out. And then at the same time, we don't feel like America is a part of our history. We hate our own country while other people take advantage of it. They love this shit. They
Well,
love this shit. And
immigrants is a part of our history.
listen, but it's not a part of the way that we're embracing it today. You don't let 10 plus million people over here in less than 4 years and say that's a part of our history. It's not.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying that America was built off the back of migrants for the most part.
America was built on the backs of slaves.
Migrant
Yeah,
slaves. You can
slaves
call them.
are
Were the Chinese that been the transcontinental railroad? Were they slaves?
No, I'm talking about the transatlantic slave trade. That's where America was built. Its infrastructure, all of the ways in which we was able to capitalize off of the world. We were used as cattle. We were used as commodities. We were capitalized off of. And so we're the ones that really have the real cause to say that this is our country, because we bled for this shit. Don't let no motherfuckers come over here talking about what they can and can't do and protest and get the fuck out of here. Our people bled for this shit, but we gonna sit here and let some other niggas come in here and we gonna support them? No, they guess. They gotta pay homage. They need to pay homage. They shouldn't have access to our tax dollars. The fuck is we talking about?
You see, their country aren't successful, so they have to come over here. So we obviously did something while we were in a low grade of form of life, and we built this country. They can't say the same for theirs, so they have to come over here. In the meanwhile, you're talking trash. Humble
So I was a
yourself.
little off with the 7 years. It's 5 years, and it's Social Security and Medicaid, and it's students. They got a student visa,
We need
but
to
that's
start
still a hell of
correcting
an
these people,
advantage.
bro. You can't go over into other people's countries and do what the fuck you want to do. We got to start correcting these people. Who the fuck is y'all talking to? Like that's
you can't even go to Canada if you have a DUI, and
bro,
like we let criminals over here.
bro, man, listen, bro. They get so disrespectful, and we let that shit fly. If anything, at the very least, going back and forth and warring with white people over so long Black and white people need to be like this. And they need to be lockstep and saying, listen, we had some real shit we had between us, but nigga, you ain't gonna come in here and say shit. We shouldn't even be sitting there having no conversation with motherfuckers as guests.
I don't think white and black people really had nothing.
Bro,
that's a different conversation.
Bro,
I know what you're saying, but I think it's intentional how we get pitted against white people. It's intentional.
I
It's
think
very
so.
much intentional. Like it's so many levels to that, and like why it is the way it is. Because if you have these groups of people that technically, in all reality, there is no black and no white. When you really think about it, it definitely ain't no white, because all of those are totally different groups of people that don't think the same. None of them do. None of them do. Like, you got Italians. I keep saying the same things, like Italians, Irish. None of those people have the same plight. Greeks, none of them have the same plight. White literally doesn't exist. So Anton, you right. Like, we really shouldn't be beefing with them, but we keep getting pitted against them through the media, through fake history, through lies. It was all very much designed for this to happen.
I
But
think that part of history is starting to die down now because people are starting to get over that. You have things being constantly talked about eventually the subject is just getting old. Like that's why they having things like black fatigue and stuff like that. But we need to stop putting the value of our who we somewhat look like. You know, like Mike, you could clearly tell a Venezuelan it looks different than a Latino or Latina that's been living in America all their life, but yet they feel in some type of way and starting to empathize with what's going on with them, as if America, you're American first. You were here first. Are you gonna protect home or you gonna protect who you think look like you? So you want to empathize with them. Meanwhile, they don't give a crap about you. That's why they sending money home.
uh,
this our country, bro. And we gotta stop letting guests and visitors walk in here and talk shit, bro.
I
I
think the whole purpose of immigration, honestly, is to have so many people that you don't realize who is who, and you can't really combat all the sleeper cells.
You could
You'll have so many different types of people here. You won't really know who the enemy is and who you can trust.
Yes, you will. Play some house music. If they not
What?
percolating, cap them off. You gotta go. There's a lot of American things. Sing. Our American song. Sing it. I'm you could tell who's not here, who are never from here, and you don't have to waste time picking them out. She's literally posting videos, being super arrogant.
I know this. When you go over to other places, you have to assimilate.
Hmm.
You gotta
We got
change.
all kind of we got all kind of stories about Americans getting fucked over, and they was just doing simple shit. Like they got no grace. They didn't know the rules. They did some shit and they got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like that,
The
them
first
dudes,
time, oh,
the
sorry.
dudes that did
Were
some,
those other
these dudes that
countries
did
built
like
by
some spray
immigrants?
paint shit in China or something like that. They got caned. They
They
did
don't
like some
respect
spray
you and
Slaves.
paint.
say, "Oh, you American. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of grace."
No, ain't
They
no
don't
grace.
care. Exactly. That just show
But
you
but
how outside of here you're not protected. But we dang near let every all of them in. They
but
prisoners. We. I'm sorry,
I
Slimmy. Go
don't I
ahead.
don't have no problem with people coming in here legally. I think
no,
that
at all. Yeah, that's cool.
we need to raise the standards of what it means to be in America to allow for people to come over here, bro. Honestly, we really need to raise the standards. These motherfuckers that's over here and they've been here for 10, 20 years, nigga, they can't even speak the language.
Yeah, I see them every day.
They can't
That
even
shit,
speak
that
the
shit's
language.
crazy. That
How
shit
you gonna be over
crazy.
here in America for 20 years and you can't speak the language? That's
That shit
wild,
is
bro.
crazy.
That is insane, bro.
Every day I see that shit. Every day. every day. No
Nah, we come
hablo
over
inglés.
here,
No
they
hablo
take our
inglés.
money,
No hablo inglés.
they
Like,
take our money, they send it back home.
shit crazy, man. Then like this video, they just sitting there gloating in your face. They gloating about this shit, man. Oh, we drive the fast cars
Well, and
because we don't do
insulted us
things
at the
like you.
end.
And then you know what the worst part
We
about it
don't do
is?
the same things you do. You blatantly just told you said you don't operate the same way we do. You said y'all put all y'all money together so y'all could get one big thing. Okay, well, we not necessarily designed like that in America because you can't always trust people. You came over here with these people, therefore you could trust them. It's a totally different thing.
And then we be over there protesting to keep people in here that ain't even supposed to be here
Fuck.
at a fucking at these migrant facilities, bro. Bro, we got a dude that fucking is not even born in America. He the mayor of the biggest city in the United States of America. If that's not the most disrespectful shit that I've ever seen in my entire life, I don't know what is, bro. Bro, that is so disrespectful. To think
Wait.
that a nigga that ain't even from this country is the mayor and he never even had a job. He
And the
is the
sad
mayor of the biggest, most prosperous city in the United States of America, and we let that shit fly like it ain't even a thing. Bro, we
in the
should,
same city where they
man,
had the biggest
if
terrorist
it's
attack.
anything that we should be protesting over, if it's anything to mobilize in the streets for, nigga, I don't know what else to talk about, bro. That is
Why do you have
insane
to
to me.
mobilize against him being the mayor when it was Americans that said check mark on the ballot box that picked him?
This is
Like
insane.
they picked him. Like, it ain't like he was just put there. Like they picked him.
He should have never been able to run for mayor as a person that wasn't born in his country.
Yeah, they wouldn't let Arnold
Let anybody
Schwarzenegger
let
run for
anybody
I
run,
president.
and
agree with
then just
that.
don't if you
They
I
don't
they,
agree
they
with
wouldn't
don't
that.
let
pick
Arnold
him.
Schwarzenegger run for president, and he had
That
been
should
here
have
for
never been a
forever.
thing. Meanwhile, these same people was trying to prevent Trump from being on the ballot. And then you got a big black woman in Letitia James who was right there as the henchman. If all of this is not symbolic, the downfall of this whole fucking country, I don't know what is, bro.
It's
But the
over.
beautiful thing of a ballot, like even though they get on the ballot, we have the like ability to like not pick them and put them in office.
Man, this shit is dumb.
These mugs don't be voting, and the people who are voting are putting them in office. The people who complain the most don't vote.
I agree. We're going through that at work right now.
Somebody said, I thought you said if they assimilate. Assimilating and being able to work here don't mean that you should be the mayor, nigga.
Whoa. Killer.
That don't mean that you get a leadership position. That means you get the mailroom.
Crazy.
Fuck is we talking about, bro?
I don't know,
Get me
guys.
started.
I don't know. I think that a lot of people here are focused on the wrong things. I think that a lot of us who look like, well, I won't say a lot, but when I hear the whole white black race thing, I hear it the most from people who look like us. And I find it, but they're also some of the ones who are advocating for people who are not from here. Like the other day, I was driving down the street and it was a bunch of like older black and
White,
white women with
yeah,
signs up. And I was like, what are they out there? And then it was like something ice. I was like, are you serious?
fucking
Like,
dumb.
go home.
They
Go
piss
do-
me off, bro. And that's how I know they the ones that know they history the least. White people, man. If I was a white person, I would be so brokenhearted at how much y'all done gave away what these motherfuckers really tried to steal. They
I
stole
did
this
that
with
because,
their own two hands, and you over here fucking it up. What's wrong with you?
oh my God.
These niggas had to
Quentin, leave me
sell. These
alone.
niggas had to sell the ocean and fight goddamn Indians. And you over here sitting here fucking it all up. What's wrong with you? You know what it means to take over a whole goddamn country? Then they had to go negotiate with the Africans. Hey man, sell me some of y'all enemies over there so we can build this bitch up. You know how much work that is? And y'all just giving this shit away. God damn it.
I think it's intentional. If you wanna collapse a country, you got to do it from the inside. You got to do it through their indoctrination camps, aka school. That's the biggest way. That's how all of it starts at school. So these
I get it.
colleges, the people who are running these colleges, a lot of them are foreign.